So what we're talking about is the Tiger Day pinup. Hello, am I coming loud enough? Do I need to be closer? Yeah, cool. So this is the final result. So I'm going to go through the time lapse. So in this case, I started with the thigh. It is possible to start with various things because there was no face in this one. I thought thigh seems like a good reason. The diagonal was also something that was important to me. I don't think it matters very much where we start from, as long as you have a unit of measurement somewhere, like not a huge shape, but something that is small enough that can be repeated. I was trying to understand which leg was to the back and which one was to the front. Usually the leg that goes to the front is the one that has an oval shape at the butt, and the one that comes back usually is compressed and has a flatter shape. So this was actually the final design that I had decided to go with, like these fringes, 70s style fringes, like a corset that has fringes on it, and leggings, or I was thinking white jeans also. These values, they appealed to me at the time. I created a structured palette here, so just navigating through the saturation and value of more or less just one hue, various amounts of saturation. And this was determined by how it was in the reference. If something was dark but less saturated in the reference, I tried to replicate that color. Yeah, this is not something that was theoretically determined. It kind of depends. Depends on the reference. I think the swan shape on the hand was so cool. It was really, it was very specific to draw, and I love it when it creates the illusion of the hand in the end. Like you can make out what part is the thumb and what part is the index finger raised up like that. This was in no way thinking about how to draw a hand. It's more like a representational approach. So this is where I was going with the value structure, the white jeans type thing, white thick fabric for the leggings. But I was having difficulty with this. I was not able to resolve the values actually. I was not quite sure how the form would read. Because of the light structure, there are two lights, at least two lights, one from the left and one from the right. And I could have winged it, but I wanted to be more specific with it. So I started playing with it, and we ended up with a different outfit. Yeah, this was actually not so easy because of the body structure. You can see that the butt is kind of, it was, uh, you know, shorter initially, and in this revision, like I made it taller, so it kind of changed a lot over. So in the initial drawing, not a lot of outfits were working, not a lot of configurations. The fringe one just happened to be something that seemed to be working. I think this one worked much better. So I sent it to Affinity Photo. I adjust the levels. I adjust the gamma in the levels. And sometimes I adjust the outputs, blackness outputs, white outputs, just to bring a sense of contrast. Then I bring it back as a JPEG into Procreate. Should technically bring it in as a TIFF, but kind of got lazy here. I think when you bring in a JPEG that is processed a few times into Procreate or an editing program, it assumes the quality of a photo actually, just because of the way the pixels are maybe anti-aliased or compressed over and over. I think it kind of feels more photorealistic as opposed to being clear and razor sharp. Yeah, so that's how it ended up. Yeah, so that was my test. I hope it comes out great. Let's see how it is.